Order the Board of Selectmen meeting of November 13th, 2013. I've been notified by the Beecher Building Committee that one of the key presenters is caught in traffic. So without objection, I'd like to change the order of the agenda and begin with item number 2, the community playground. By way of background on the community playground, first I would like to thank Colleen and Klima, Terry Schatz, and all of the Woodbridge residents who worked so hard to make this playground a reality. We received a $200,000 grant from the state that will enable us to go ahead with the playground in short order. It will not require any town funds to develop this playground, and it will be accessible to all children, so it's a wonderful addition to the town. We have received the grant from the state, and I would like to have a motion, please, for a resolution to authorize the first selectman to execute acceptance of the grant from the state.
So moved. Second.
Is there any discussion?
Yay. Yes, it's a wonderful thing.
Yes.
I'm so glad they were
It
able
is
to put it
indeed.
together.
Yes.
Very good.
Anything else? All those in favor? Yeah. Yes?
So I'm now hearing that it's not costing us any money.
Correct.
Right.
So this $193,000, it's all covered by the grant. Because I saw in here that there's a miracle grant application for $60,000.
Correct.
So-
That's a grant through the supplier, through the vendor. And
Okay.
then there's another grant through the state
So
to
we're
pick up the
actually
rest.
$260,000 worth of grants.
Correct.
Only 60 showing on here.
Right.
Okay. And,
That grant went to the cost of the playground.
okay.
And I guess I have,
When we first approved it, that was a stipulation, that
Right.
it was gonna cost the
had-
town
it
more
was.
money, so
Right.
Yeah.
they did it.
I wish I was here and knew that, but so I don't, so I'm just asking the question.
the only other question I have is reading through the materials of the company. There is one thing that always concerns me when I see it on every page. Don't let the red tape slow you down, no bids necessary. Avoid the bidding process. They basically put it on every page. So I just want to make sure I have this right. This is a company that basically does the bidding locally from afar. It's a Minnesota company, and they look at local companies and award the job. Is that
No.
I don't think that's correct.
okay? So I'm trying to figure out. Go ahead, Tony.
Okay, so the bid is, you've got this documentation here, right?
Yes, I do.
Right, so it's the contract is through the
NJP.
NJ, yeah, right.
Who were they?
Right. Which is a national municipal contracting agency. So it's it's more of a national competitive bid, and that's done through a competitive process and then used locally here by the state and by the
State
the town.
recognizes this
The
company.
state
I see
recognizes
the state
this
recognizes-
contract.
So they basically assure that they've done a bidding process.
Correct.
So that we don't have to.
Correct, that's essentially.
And then are we given the information at any time of who they looked at a bid or just the
Absolutely.
winning bid?
No, if you go on the contract here, it gives you the contract number. Should be able to go on there and find out where all the information, the
bids are
specs and
done.
all that, right, yeah.
Okay. So it's not just they're awarding one bidder, but they will show us that there were other bidders involved in the process.
There were, I guess.
Great.
Yeah.
This motion is on accepting the state grant. It really doesn't have to do with who does the work. So we have that motion on the table and seconded. Is there any other discussion on that motion? If not, all those in favor? Aye. Anybody opposed? Okay, thank you. Now, the second item, I think, is more to your point, Tony, and that would be to approve a bid waiver for Miracle Playground equipment. Miracle has been working with the town residents. They've done all the planning, and Terry and Colleen were very happy with them and with their plans. And again, we have the opportunity to do the no-bid contract based on these materials.
The
So-
reason I thought it was appropriate in the first question is because our first grant, to get it to the point where we're not putting any money outside of, from the town, included the 60,000 from this company.
Right.
Without that 60,000,
Right.
we would have been over, and that's why I
Correct.
asked that question during that.
Point well taken. So now, is there a motion to approve the bid waiver for Miracle Playground?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. We will now, is Betsy here?
Betsy
Okay.
Quest is on in her office.
Should be in her office.
If she's in her office,
I
that
just
would be
checked. See what-
great.
She's not down until 7 o'clock.
Right,
See,
so she
she's
probably
gone. She
isn't.
won't be here.
Then,
And the question is, do you want to go forward?
let's do,
We can do the executive sessions, right? 'Cause
We'll
no
do
one
the
is
other
not-
two,
yeah, we'll do
right.
the other two.
right. She's not here. Okay,
Somebody just came
no. I would suggest then we go to executive session, and we will do the numbers B2 and B3 in executive session. Is there a motion to move to executive session pursuant to CGS Section 1-200(6) to hear reports on the fire department appeal of the inland wetlands case and to discuss contract negotiations with Billy Casper Golf?
So moved.
in. Second.
Is there a second? Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So we will have to ask everyone to leave the room for the executive session.